Good morning, y'all. It's me, Tim Marquise. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for being a friend.
Do da dippity. Come on.
Y'all, it is 10:42, and I'm currently on queue to get tickets for Olivia Dean in New York City. It says there's 11,695 people in front of me, and y'all, I have to get this ticket. Most of the time, I'll let my hopes slash what's the word, doubts, not it's not the word, I'll say worries about what my next job is going to be and where I'm going to be at the time of the concert. But when you get a new job, when you get any job, you can put in a conflict if you already have a date that you need to have off. So I'm just going to get the ticket and not worry about what's happening in the future, because as far as I know, the future doesn't have a job. As far as I know, I'm going to have a job, but this is more sure than the job that I'm going to have, because I don't know what my next job is going to be. So I'm getting the ticket and I'm going to do it in New York. She's not coming to Florida, so obviously I can't see her in Florida. I will be in New York one way or another. And let me text my, well, I can't text my best friend because my phone is on the queue, but I wonder if she wants to go. We both love Olivia Dean. She actually kind of put me onto her album. I'll text her sooner or later. Maybe I'll just get her a ticket and tell her, just have your bags ready on August 13th or 14th. When I say Olivia's album has definitely been the album of my year, especially the season that I'm in right now. And honestly, I've only been listening to it for like, I'll say a month or two, but every single day on repeat. Oh, 2,695 people. Let me transfer some money so that everything is just ready. Maybe I'll just get both of our tickets and surprise her for her birthday. Wait. I'm not telling you how much I'm transferring. I'm gonna transfer a set amount. How do people have resale tickets already? Y'all about to piss me off. We're in. Okay, I've realized that sitting on the floor doesn't necessarily do anything because it's like all at the same level. It's not, the seats go higher on the floor from my experience. So I'm just gonna assume that we don't want to sit on the floor. I just want to be there, hear the music live, and yeah. Okay. I see two so far. Also, I've never seen a show at Madison Square Garden, so I know it's gonna be life changing. This is gonna be her Christmas present, even though it's all the way next year, y'all. Cause she, one, specifically for New York, won't love to go there by herself, just in general in life. And I think we talked about Olivia Dean's concert, but she was like, she's not playing Florida, so the idea just kind of left. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, now I'm gonna try to log in on my phone, look at another date at the same time. Oh, it only says 13 people ahead of me in the queue for the Monday show. 6 people. Gosh, guys, I'm so excited. They have music? Well, that one went quicker. I think I'm gonna leave the Saturday one and get in the Tuesday line from New York. Okay, I'm seeing better deals on this one so far in comparison to night one. We got them. And Macy probably won't see this vlog anytime soon. At least I hope she don't. I gotta make sure not to put anything to do with it in the title. We got the tickets. All right, y'all. Now we start planning the surprise. Whoa. Okay, y'all, it is 3:39. I just left the gym. Worked out for like, I'll say an hour and 30 minutes and some change. Worked out for, we'll say, at least an hour 30. Because we have rehearsal for the past 2 days, I did not go to the gym because I don't want to be like dead. And you got to take care of your body, your mind, and your soul. So I did not go for the past 2 days. But I did have rehearsal, so we did do dancing and stuff like that at the rehearsal, which meant technically I still was active for 3 days out of the week so far. Next week, we have less of a demanding schedule, so I'll be able to work out more. I'm about to take a shower and then go do some music. Y'all, I just had a thought and something that just came over me. I just want to live a life. Well, I want to create, but I think I have a different vision of how I want my creative endeavors to look. Theater, when you sign a contract for a tour, say for example, they tend to go for like a year. Ideally, even though I'm someone who likes continuity, I do like change in terms of theater and doing projects and just bonding with new groups of people and new casts and doing as many shows as I can. A year takes a lot of time, and there's not much leniency slash flexibility depending on what your contract looks like, what show you're in, what the role is, etc. So what just came over me is like, I want a creatively fulfilling career. I want to travel. I want to choreograph. I want to dance. I want to sing. I want to do all the things that I like to do. I want to make music. I want to go on tour as a dancer, but also as an artist, if God will. And I want to have more autonomy over my schedule and what I choose to do and what I'm in charge of. So maybe this is me just wanting to gain more independence in my creative place in the world. But yeah, I don't really know what that looks like. That's just a thought that came over me. I want to create videos on social media like I'm already doing and be able to live off of the stuff that I create myself. Obviously, having a job and being on tour was once upon a time a dream, but I've done it. I checked off my dream. So now I'm like, where do I go next? And I don't really know. Fortunately, I have, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I got me, not Michael Jackson. It's focusing on my shirt. I got 8 months, not to figure it out, but to think and to generate ideas and to think about stuff that I want to do. We'll see what that looks like. We'll see what life looks like in 8 months. If anything changes, if anything happens. I could still be here. I could be somewhere else. You never know. I guess we'll see. But I'm open to the opportunity and I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to be alive. I'm gonna take a shower and then we'll be called in the theater in like 3 hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes for me. Weekend. Tomorrow I'm gonna teach a master class. I'm still getting that together as far as the warm up because they have like a whole class breakdown on what they want. They strict. It's given, you gotta, this is what I wrote down. An introduction, then you do a warm up for 15 minutes. It's like all laid out how they want to specifically warm up, across the floor, teach the combo, Q&A. Don't give the kids too many water breaks. Don't end class early. Okay, they paying good though, so it's above me. But I think I'm good on the across the floor, and yeah, I think it's actually good. I think I said this either earlier or in the last vlog. I don't really know the legalities of teaching stuff from our show, and I know we have a social media breakdown with terms and conditions of our contract. So I just choreographed something to a song from the show, and it'll be technically show inspired choreography, which is what they asked for, and it'll be my choreo or my arrangement of set moves and steps. So I thought that would be an easier situation. And it's pretty easy, it's age appropriate, and I think it's gonna be fun. At first it was nerve-wracking because I was trying to figure out what to choreograph to. It's just sometimes in shows when it comes to kids, why does it do that? It's just sometimes in shows when it comes to teaching art choreography for kids, it's a little different because their skill set is different and sometimes the song or the content is not as appropriate. It just depends. And with kids, I think the step touchy of it all, the vibe versus might be a little more complex. And these kids, when I teach kids, when I've taught kids like 8 to 11, most of the kids that I've taught on tour, at least for Mean Girls, have been like more ballet trained, more jazzier. Mean Girls wasn't as jazzy as typical musical theater, so that's where I am. Time to go shower because I just been sitting in these clothes. Okay, y'all. I'm doing my first mid-show swing on. All right, y'all, it's happening. First mid-show swing on. If you don't know what that is, basically when somebody calls out while the show has already started, everything has already happened, etc., etc., etc. So I'm getting ready to go in a role that I was not in for. I'm just reading all about Love by Bell Hooks, and here I am about to go home. I can't think. What are the odds? First time is the charm, I guess, guys. Well, I'll tell you how it goes. It's gonna be very odd because I'm black and our Dave McFly is not. But the audience, they'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm up 3 flights of stairs. Yo, this is so crazy. You know, if this would have happened to me 2 months ago, I would have had a full-on anxiety attack. But right now I'm like, you're here today, going tomorrow, so why not do a show? Why not do a mid-show? To change my socks. The question is, what number am I gonna go on first? I'll tell you in a few hours. And this is why you better not ever disrespect no swing or no understudy in any show that you see, because thanks to them, the show gets to still happen in the way that it's supposed to. All right, I got my camera and my vlog going. I shall return. Well. I'm back. So, I'm not going on for a mid-show swing on. I'll find out more news at intermission, and so will you. Thank you for tuning in to Hot Tunes TV channel. You know, even though the nerves go up in a situation like that, I do feel like I was spiritually calm. And once I mastered that, unshakable. If I go on an intermission, fine. Wait, I should review. I need to review something. Intermission. For a 21st century. 21st century. Oh, I know it. I forgot something. All right. 21st century is long, y'all, but it's my favorite number. But it's long. But I know it. This is why you keep your little swing sheets. Mine are not even charts. It's literally just writing. I flourish the most when it comes to words. You couldn't tell by the books. So I just wrote all the tracking, and then as I did more rolls, I got better at summarizing what my tracking was without being too elaborate. All the big numbers are kind of done though, except the dance, and that's fine. I'm not worried about the dance anymore. I'm reading some details right now. Okay, everything else is good. One of the most interesting things in my experience, this is a very specific experience with the show, being a swing and covering all the roles. It's like an unspoken thing, but it's an obvious thing when it comes to theater in general, but it's very specific for Back to the Future. Because a lot of roles are canonically white, it kind of makes it an interesting experience. Interesting is always a word that I use when I don't have a definite word for what I want to say at the moment, but interesting is not just what interesting means. Sometimes interesting can be bad, sometimes interesting can be crazy, interesting can be odd, etc. It's an interesting experience when the brother of the lead role has been a certain race or a certain person the whole time, and then someone else goes on. Even though the story is technically fictional, but it's like real, it's based on real people. It's a little bit different from like a Disney show or something like that. This is based on real people. So that is something that I felt the oddness of being on this contract specifically. Listen, the show has to get done and the audience will leave satisfied regardless, but it is okay to acknowledge the feeling. So Act 1 is about to end. I'll be able to know if I'm gonna go on for the role or not. I can't even focus to read my book, but I'm almost done actually. Because we've had so much rehearsal and my mind has been in a million places, it's taken me longer than I wanted to take for this book. And this book is shorter than some of the other stuff that I've read in like 3 days. I started this on Monday. It is now Friday. That's too long. That's too long. I'll be done soon, either by tonight or tomorrow at the latest. All right, well, I'll let you know what happens. All right, y'all, I'm going home. All right, we're home and the swing on, the mid-show swing on went well. I didn't think I would be doing it so soon. I didn't think it was going to be impossible that I was going to do one because sometimes people just have to leave the show. So they told me that I was going to be swinging on, or they told me to get ready to go on sometime around the third section, I'll say, of Act 1. And so I was just backstage chilling with my book. It's taking me forever to read this book. I'll go on that tangent in a minute. I was chilling backstage, being on standby just in case he was gonna call out or not. And so then they said that he was gonna do all of Act 1 and then let me know top of Act 2. So I was in my dressing room and I just heard the announcement, Tay is gonna be going on for a day. And I was like, oh, okay. So I can say I'm going on. So then went on for 21st Century, my favorite number, the one that I was a deer in the headlights in the other day because we had that show stop. But it went well. I don't remember the last time I did this role, but I've kind of been living in this space of this role for a while now because of rehearsals and stuff like that. So it was no issue. And the dance wasn't perfect today, but that's okay. It's a work in progress always. I felt pretty good. Like I said, I was spiritually calm, so that's all that mattered to me. I wasn't stressed about it. My mic was not on for one of the songs, well, for most of it. And here we are, living to see another day, because at the end of the day, the day's going to end and the show is going to go on. What else? Tomorrow I'm teaching a dance class. I have to get up at like 7 o'clock to leave at 8:10 to go teach. Just teaching some 8 to 11 year olds a combo that I choreographed to put your mind to it from our show. And then we'll have 2 shows tomorrow. But today was pretty chill. I went to a couple thrift stores. I found these 70s bell-bottom pants and then some other pants. I'll have to show you another time, or you'll have to just watch me put them on Instagram or something, because I put them in my trunk instead of bringing them to the hotel because I'm probably not going to travel with them. But I'd say today was a really good day. I went to the gym, came back, and I did a lot of stretching at the gym too. I got a good stretch at the gym today, and there was nobody in there, so that was good. I went to the hotel's gym instead of the Y or the other gym they got us. Worked on a song. Having so much trouble with this freaking song because, one, it's not sounding how I want it to sound. I don't want to blame my mic for all of it, but it's like I need to learn how either to EQ. And I'm in the process of learning. Like, I know what sound I want. I'm working with what I got as far as DAWs. I'm using BandLab primarily because it's so user-friendly and it has all the gadgets and gizmos that all the other DAWs have. It's just easier to navigate in my opinion. So I wish there was like a happy medium and there was a BandLab app for computers or some type of thing that was better with the computer interface so I didn't have to go on the web. But that's really not an issue to me, to be honest. And then what else did I do? Yeah, I went to Buffalo Exchange, 2nd Street. I think that's what the other thrift store is called. And then I went to Sweet Green before the show. Got me a nice salad, munched that down. Thank God I ate it when I did because I probably was gonna have to wait until after the show to eat it if I waited any longer. I'm gonna have a good night's rest and high hopes for tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching. Come again. Bye.